It is I, Johnny Heikinashi, the great on these Wall Street charts, swinging open the doors to our 21-day prop firm challenge success workshop. And guess what? It's absolutely free. No credit cards needed. This is your golden ticket to mastering the prop firm challenge. Imagine getting your hands on a powerful indicator that will help you get funded, diving into a video game that teaches you how to trade, and receive personal tutoring from yours truly. All without spending a dime. The question I asked you, Grasshopper. Ready for a transformation that books or YouTube videos or online trading video courses can't offer you? Tap that link. Join a community where the ambitious become profitable traders. Good morning, Freedom Nation. This beautiful morning, as you can hear, somebody's demanding to go outside. Wake you up, go outside. So let's get into our talk today on vocabulary that we use in the Freedom Nation. Yes, I'm coming. Sheesh. Come on. Okay, so today we're going to talk about another term, and that term is, come on, that term is we pro. So you'll hear me say the term we pro to all my we pros out there, okay? So we pros are people in the Freedom Nation that are in a position to where we invest, we work and invest. So W-I and then pro. That's the term. You'll hear me say it a lot because I'm talking to my we pros. And as I talk to my we pros, I'm pretty much giving a shout out to those people who are investing while they work. Now, why is this so important? Why is it important to invest while you work? Well, because this is the only way, and this is my opinion only, but it is the only way in America to get rich now. Inflation has done such a number. Right after COVID, pretty much the middle class was completely wiped out, small businesses, etc. And I don't know, for those of you who are not in America, and pretty much what happened was a lot of the wealthy people came in, bought up all the houses, all the properties. Everything's so high right now. The average American who works in a job cannot afford a home. And pretty much, the best thing for people with money, best thing for someone like us to do is just buy the properties and rent them out. And pretty much that's what's happening. Corporations, big businesses, big banks bought up everything. And they made it to a point to where you just couldn't compete with, you get into a bidding war, and typically you're in a bidding war with two people who work, for a living. Oh, I have this job in the bidding war. Sally and John, they both, family, blah, blah, blah. They make their money. But the bidding war was with prop firms, hedge funds, big banks, investors. And the average small guy in America, most people make $40,000 to $50,000, maybe $60,000 a year. And you have to sustain off of that. So that's what happened. And they just pretty much erased the middle class. A lot of the middle class businesses went under because they made them close they made them close their businesses up. That's what they did. They really did that for a significant amount of time during that situation. And you are now seeing the effects of it
umpteen years later, and it's not good. And it's kind of sad. And it's unfortunate, but the middle class is pretty much erased. So we're moving into a state where there's going to be rich and there's going to be poor. And people in the middle will think that they have something, but they really have nothing. And they're like one accident away from losing everything they've ever made. So we have to continue to move into the state of mind of getting you to change your mindset of how to make money, how to think like the rich, and giving you these rich jewels. So pretty much, if you think you're going to work a job and you think that that's how you're going to make most of your money, I have to tell you, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're never going to get rich. Now, however, you will make $1 million. Most of you will make $1 million. You will make $1 million in your lifetime, but you will not sustain or keep $1 million in your lifetime. It's just not going to happen. Ooh, my arm's getting tired. Now, how do you make $1 million and keep that $1 million? Well, cooking breakfast. Well, the way you're going to do that is you're going to work while you invest. Okay? This is what we call We Pro. When you hear me say We Pro, that's exactly what I mean. I want you working while you invest. Okay, be patient. I know you want to tell your flip the bird to your boss and your job sucks, but work while you invest. And you will make that $1 million. You will get to that goal, and it'll happen a whole lot faster. If you were to learn how to do what it is I'm teaching you to do, alongside the income you're already bringing in. So let's say you're bringing in $500. I don't know what middle class people make. But let's say you were bringing in $500 a week and you took $150 of that money and you waited, $150 a week out of that money. I don't really know what the bills are, but you took $150 of that money and you saved it for 1 month, and then you decided to invest in a prop firm challenge, and then take that money, grow the money in the prop firm challenge with patience, because you're not desperate. You have a job, you have a career, you're making money. And then you keep taking that $150, then you get to your first payout, and then you take that money, put it into an account on the side. Now you have 2 accounts, and you grow each account at $25 a day or $50 a day. So let's say you got 2 accounts and they're growing at $25 each. What the heck is going on out here? What are you guys doing? Okay. So let's say you take the $25 from each account. You now have $50. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You have $50 a day being made. Boom. You do that again, you set up another account. Now you have 3 accounts. Now you have 4 accounts. $50, 4, 50, 50, 50, 50, $200 a day. There's power in compound interest. So I guess what I'm saying in this whole video is you want to become We Pro, okay? WIPRO, a professional. You work, invest, and that retirement is right around the corner. You'll quit your job faster. You'll be able to afford the things that you've always wanted, the boat, the yacht, all of that, the nicer crib, the vacation home, and I don't know, where do people want to live these days? In the Hamptons out here, or Florida, or, upstate, bunch of land. Maybe you're like that. I'm starting to get like that, as you know. I work from home, and I don't really like going out as much, and I don't really like people all that much. So, stay outside. So, yeah, that's what you want to do. Work and invest, guys. Work. There's no more. Everyone, go download my book. I wrote an entire book about this, about the ability of having, get this steak out. I'm having steak, guys. Look. Woo, your boy can chef it up. He can chef it up. Yes, I can chef it up. I can chef it up. I be chefing it up, it up, it up, it up. Anyway, you want to get into a position, read the book where I talk about how how smart it is not to give your money to a hedge fund. How they're making damn near 8, 9, 7, 6% a day off of your money and then turn around at the end of the year and give you 10%. You should invest in your children. Your children are probably smarter than you. Sorry, I said it. I said what I said. They probably are. They have the access to an entire library in their phone from the day they were born. And if you guide it the right way, they probably can take your family from here to here. And in my book that I wrote, I'll leave the link in the description so you can go download it. I might even give it away for free. I don't know, but I've been selling it for $40. Anyways, I would rather invest in my children, which I'm trying to have children now, by the way, between you and I, Freedom Nation, to invest in my children to trade my money for my family than to invest in a hedge fund who's going to give me 10% at the end of the year. What? I give you $10,000, you're going to give me 10% at the end of the year of $10,000, and that's a good year. Oh, we've had a good year, Mr. Heikinashi. Yeah, we should. Yeah. Don't you like that 10%? The first time I did that, I was like, what? This is horrible. This is a horrible investment, right? So, learn how to read the charts yourself. We all have these apps on our phone. You can make money. You don't need a magical bot to teach you. All you need to know, guys, is when to get yourself into the market and hold your position. Now, this is for an investor, people who invest. I day trade and I invest at the same time. And we'll make another video on that. But now you know what we pros are. When I say shout out to all my we pros, I'm talking to you guys who are intelligent enough to understand that the American dream isn't quite the American dream anymore. I'm sorry. It's just, we're not in a economy anymore where you're just going to work your job at FedEx and that's going to be enough. We're not in an economy where you're just going to work your job at the post office and that's not going to be enough. You're just going to be a cop and that's not going to be enough. Remember, these were great jobs. These were jobs that got a white house, a picket fence, a nice car, a good tuition for your kids. Those days are over. They're over. Goodbye. So join the We Pro revolution, man. That's the best message I can give to you guys. Those were great jobs. Working at a post office was a great job. Benefits, this, that, all that stuff. And now they're playing with people's, what are they called? Pensions and stuff. Truck drivers and people who worked for companies for 20 years. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know how long I'll live in America anymore. And things are getting out of control here. And I'm not trying to start anything, but they got to do some we got to do some work here. So guys, We Pro, you want to become a We Pro, work, invest, professional. Okay. And the way you're going to become a professional is by you knowing what's going on. Now, let's say you don't want to sit down on the charts. I don't have time. Well, you'll have time when you're broke, when AI takes your job. If you don't have time, well, then buy the program for your kid. Buy something put your kid in some type of education so they know how to do it. They got time. Or your niece, or your nephew, or the kid down the road who likes to come hang out in your garage and work out and he thinks you're cool, or whatever. I don't know. Invest in somebody to help you. You don't have to necessarily be the one to do it. You got grown ass kids living in your house, making love, drinking out alcohol on the weekends. They can say, you know what, son, go out there and learn how to trade. Okay, so you can help grow dad's money while I'm working at this freaking Walmart. Okay, I can't tell you how many times there are tons of stories online and you can see men who worked at Walmart or at the shopping center that became rich in 10 years in the S&P 500 and working. Can't tell you. And men, you need to really understand this because this is going to determine whether or not you are going to be able to procreate. I'm just keeping it a bean. Women are making money now. Women are successful. I have women in this program that are making probably 5-10 times more money in my tutoring classes that I've tutored at the church and other places. They're making like 10-20 times more money than the man that they're with. This is bad. That can't last forever. Men, you got to step your game up. If you work and invest, you won't put yourself in a bad situation to where hypergamy ends up doing what it's supposed to do. We have to step our game up as men. We have to start producing more because the world is asking for more of us. Even though we may have skill sets to only sling a hammer from the sun up to the sun down, that doesn't mean that you don't have a phone here and you can't invest in someone in your family or someone who you love closely, whom you can trust, to learn the skill set of how to grow your family's wealth. Anyways, I hope this really helps.